Hey, thanks so much for tuning into the Daily Dose for Spiritual Growth. Today is Fasting Friday, and this is the Good Friday. This is the day that we reflect and remember that Jesus died on the cross. This is the moment that changes everything right here. The moment that he was obedient, the moment that he was ridiculed, he was condemned, he was beaten, he was whipped, and he was nailed to the cross. I'm going to read just a few verses here, but I strongly encourage you to read the last account in John. Read Luke chapter 23 here. We don't have time to go through all the accounts, but I want to encourage you to come tonight. 7 p.m. is our service, our Good Friday service. We'll have a memorial style service at 7 p.m. right here at Shrewsbury Assembly. We'll also be live streaming as well, but if you can be here in person, you're not going to want to miss it. So Luke chapter 23, starting in verse 38, on the cross on above him, there was a written notice above him which read, "This is the King of the Jews." One of the criminals, and he was in the middle, and there's two other criminals with him at the place of the skull, Golgotha, is where this all happened. And so one of the criminals who hung there hurled insults at him. "Aren't you the Messiah? Save yourself and save us." But the other criminal rebuked him. "Don't you fear God?" he said, "since you are under the same sentence. We are punished justly, for we are getting what our deeds deserve. But this man has done nothing wrong." Then he said, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." Jesus answered him, "Truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise." And it just speaks volumes to who Jesus is, that he would be considerate of others and in the worst circumstances possible, that he would see this man, see his heart, and say, "Today you will be with me in paradise." In verse 44, it was about noon, and the darkness came over the whole world and the land until 3 p.m. For the sun stopped shining, and the curtain of the temple was torn into two. Jesus called out with a loud voice, "Father, into your hands I commit my spirit." When he had said this, he breathed his last breath. And so for today, for Fasting Friday, and just understand this, what Jesus went through. It was about 9 a.m. when he was up on the cross in the start. And this is now 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the hours and the agony of the pain that he was facing. And yet, and throughout all of this, he was considering you. You know, the Bible says in Romans 5:8 that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. And so for today and for Fasting Friday, this would be a great day to fast. I know it's a sacrifice, but really consider what Jesus did for us and the sacrifice that he made. I want you to consider just to fast, to sacrifice something. Maybe it's something that's even a bigger sacrifice for you, and to go to the Lord with such a humility and just a thankfulness. God, thank you for sending your son Jesus to die on the cross today for me. I want to encourage you to come to the service tonight, 7 p.m., and then we'll be back tomorrow for another Daily Dose for Spiritual Growth.